Air Show 2015, this is Go Island. I'm Mary Ruth Harris. You're watching Go Island on Shaw TV's Channel 4. We are at Air Force Beach today because they are doing the public show of the F-18 first and then the Snowbirds. You can hear the F-18 has just taken to the skies. We'll have a look at him shortly, but first we're going to have a look at this story.
From the left, Captain Denny Beaulieu and your CF-18 Hornet. Cuban 8. Captain Beaulieu is carrying on the tradition of courage, pride, and professionalism of the extraordinary pilots that have gone before him. While Spitfires and Hurricanes could roll at about 80 degrees per second, the Hornet can roll at 3 times as fast. The double 540 roll.
I'm Mary Ruth Harris, and joining me now is Captain Denny Beaulieu, and you are the pilot of the F-18. How did you first become interested in becoming a pilot?
Well, it came a little bit late. A lot of my colleagues have seen the Snowbirds when they were young, and that was a dream, a children's dream to become a pilot. For me, I was a bit of a late bloomer. I was doing a mechanical engineering degree in university that I completed, but during my degree I thought, you know, that's not the kind of career that I see myself doing, so I started thinking about a second option, and started thinking about aviation. And I considered different options, civilian, military, and I thought the military aviation career was a really exciting one, a lot of adventure, traveling. So I decided to go for it. And I thought that, you know, if I'm going to be in the military and fly a military aircraft, I might as well take pick the fastest one and the coolest one. So here I am flying the CF-18 now.
That's awesome. And I see the Snowbirds are taxiing in behind you because they just finished their show.
Yeah.
So now, when you do that maneuver where you shoot straight up, and then you just kind of hang there for a minute and you come back down. When you're hanging there, what does that feel like for you?
Well, I'm a bit busy looking at different parameters, my airspeed, my altitude, my rate of turn and stuff like that. So
is it like zero gravity though?
No, I'm not hanging there. Actually, when I shoot straight up, I'm going up pretty fast. But after that, when I recover the aircraft, and I recover inverted to stop the climb.
Yeah.
Because I have a maximum altitude that I'm allowed to.
Okay.
And after that, I just fall into a spiral. So I'm just falling towards the ground.
Oh,
I'm not really flying at that point. I just control the aircraft while it's falling.
Okay. All right, so we're going to take a quick break, but we'll be right back, so stay right where you are. Welcome back. We are here at CFB Comox on the ramp at the rear end of the F-18. And now Captain Beaulieu is going to show us and explain the engines. So what is it we're looking at here?
Okay, so you see the back end of the engine. We have two engines in the CF-18. They are built by General Electric. It's a GE F404. So this engine produces, per engine, 10,700 pounds of thrust.
That's still warm from your flight.
Yeah, I landed less than an hour ago, so it gets really hot. Like the exhaust gas temperature is close to 800 degrees Celsius at some points during the flight. So 10,700 pounds of thrust without afterburner.
Okay, what is afterburner? Because you hear afterburner used in movies and TV, and what does it mean?
Afterburner means that when you select it, so you got the throttle levers, so you go all the way to the max power, and it's called male power, and if you push it even further, there's a little gate. If you push it, it goes even further, and now you enter in the afterburner range. What it does to the engine, it injects raw fuel into the exhaust gas, and the exhaust gas is so hot that that raw fuel will ignite and produce a lot more thrust. So we go from 10,700 pounds of thrust per engine to 16,000 pounds of thrust per engine. So for a total of 32,000 pounds of thrust for a CF-18 in full afterburner.
So when you're doing the full afterburner, what would the G-force be?
It has nothing to do with the G-force.
Oh, okay.
No, it's just forward acceleration.
Okay.
The G-force is usually when you turn and you get pushed in your seat because you bank the aircraft and then you pull, so the aircraft changes direction, and then you're pushed towards your feet in your seat. So the afterburner is just pure acceleration.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but the faster you go, the more you can pull, and then the more G you can get with the speed.
Very cool. Okay, so we're going to have a look at this story, but don't go away. There's more coming up. We're back. Here we are with Captain Beaulieu, and we're now at the nose. So what's interesting about the nose of the F-18?
Well, the nose of the F-18 has two important pieces of equipment. It's got the radar, the very front part, and it's got the gun also. So the radar is in that cone here in that section. So this is all hollow, and there's a big flat plate here, and that's the radar antenna.
Okay.
The radar is an APG-73, that's the model of the radar. And it's mechanically steered, so there's a big flat plate that steers left, right, up and down, and that's where we can get radar contacts. We can lock other aircrafts up and get information and be able to employ weapons if needed with the radar.
And does this plane have weapons?
Well, it's got the gun in it, but obviously no ammunitions, no bullets.
Okay.
But the gun is always there because it is part of the aircraft, and if you remove the gun, then it changes the entire weight and balance. So the gun is always there, but it's safetied. It's not live. It's not armed. So there's no bullet. It's ballast only, pretty much.
Okay. So where is it? It's hidden inside?
Yeah. So as I said, this is the radar section here.
Yeah.
All hollow, and then the big flat plate, the antenna, and the gun is pretty much in this section here. If you step back a little bit, you will see a few holes. There are 3 holes on the top here.
Oh yeah, I see them.
So the middle one is where the bullet comes out of, and the other 2 on the sides are exhaust gas ports. So we carry, when it's fully loaded, when it's armed, 578 rounds. It's a 20 millimeter Gatling gun with 6 barrels.
Okay.
And it will fire up to 100 rounds a second.
Awesome. I love power.
Yeah. Yeah, it is a mean machine.
It is a mean machine. All right, we're going to have a look at the story, but don't go away. One more hit. Danger. Jet intake is what that says. So can you explain, Captain Beaulieu, what this part of the plane is?
Yeah, so this is the air intake. We got 2, one on each side, so 1 per engine.
Okay.
So the 2 engines that we have in the F-18 are turbines. So you need air and you need fuel and you
Okay.
need a spark to produce the combustion, to
Okay.
produce the thrust. So
Okay.
air is sucked in here into the intake. It's compressed by 7 stages of compressors with little blades. Compresses the air.
Okay.
And the compressed air, there's fuel injected in there as well. It's there's a spark, so there's a light, and compressed air and fuel. It expands, and it makes the turbine turn,
Okay.
and that produces the thrust.
All right. Well, now I feel like I could. No, I don't feel like I could fly the plane. But
Pretty
I do
easy. You
feel-
move the stick left, right, up and down, and it turns. That's a really easy airplane to fly.
But I do feel like I know a lot more about it. I mean, because when you're standing and watching the show, it's phenomenal to watch what you're able to do with this massive machine. It really is phenomenal. So congratulations on that.
Thank you very much.
And good luck with all the air shows this summer. And we're looking forward to having you back here at Comox on August 15th. Put that on your calendar. And thank you for the tour of the aircraft today. Really appreciate it.
My pleasure.
All right. We are going to take a short break. We'll be right back.
We're not done yet. Watch as Chief flies right overhead for the head-on pass.
I'm Mary Ruth Harris. Thanks so much for watching Go Island today. That is our F-18. Isn't that fantastic? Unbelievable technology. And hats off to the narrators today. They were absolutely amazing. The music has been fantastic, and the crowd has had a great time. Coming up next, the Snowbirds is going to be a lot of fun, so I hope you can come out to the air show and see them then if you happen to miss this public showing in April. And I've got to tell you, it's definitely worth it. A great way to celebrate being Canadian. Awesome. So thanks very much for watching. Have a great week.